4 side hustles that no one is talking about for 2024. $900 plus per day. Hi, and welcome to my video. Today, I'm going to show you 4 of the best side hustles for 2024. Not many people know how much money you can make from them and that they could end up making you more than your full-time job. Better yet, if you're unemployed, these side hustles can not only be a lifesaver, they can also make you rich. Let's take a look, shall we? Number 1, start a podcast. First up, a podcast is a great side hustle you can do to bag extra money. This audio-only episodic series can make you money in more than one way. You can do it by yourself or have other hosts talking about riveting issues such as current events, true crime, or conspiracy theories. But first, you'll need to build a solid audience. The most successful podcasts have millions of listeners. Then, you'll need to build credibility and become an expert in your industry or niche. Once you have people listening to you, you can start selling your product or service. If you don't have anything to sell, you can play sponsored advertisements and earn money that way. You'll also want to build up your network. Then, you'll be able to meet other people who have an interest in the same topics you do. They can help you further your business or career. A podcast is inexpensive to build. You can start by creating a website or RSS feed for your podcast. From then on, you'll need to create social media profiles to get exposure. Otherwise, it will be hard for people to find out about you. It's literally free advertising unless, of course, you pay for extra advertisements, which is a great way to get started. You'll also want to set up an account with a podcast platform such as Spotify. It's a lot of fun to make a podcast, plus it's lucrative and engaging. Successful podcasters make between $5 and $30 million a year, so you can make podcasting both a hobby and a job. It's the best of both worlds, enjoying what you are doing for a living. Number 2, virtual event planning. Since the pandemic, virtual events have become the norm, and they are integral to our professional and social lives. It's all about organizational skills. If you lack those, it's time to get them or move on to the next side hustle. It requires no skill whatsoever. Coming back to virtual event planning, you can plan and execute corporate conferences, social gatherings, and shape memorable experiences. Virtual events are convenient for people, especially for people who don't live in the same cities or countries. It exists in virtual space, and there is a high demand. On the other hand, it is important that the cost of the virtual event doesn't exceed the amount of money it is bringing in. There should always be a positive return on the investment. There are 6 different ways you can get rich with an online event or virtual summit. Here are some examples of virtual events you can plan. You can sell tickets for virtual events such as a live stream or a webinar. This is an excellent way to make money. Charging for admission is something that is often overlooked, and it shouldn't be. Often, virtual events are free. So imagine how much money you could be making if you were charging money for a virtual event. Let's say you charge $1 admission and 1,000 people attend. There you go. That's $1,000 in one day. You can obviously charge higher than that and make much more money. It's up to you. It will take time and research for you to decide what fee you should charge your attendees. The next method you can use to make money through virtual events is through sponsorships. You can invite another brand to become a paid sponsor for your event. This is great because it costs you nothing. They get something out of it, publicity. They'll receive some promotional package and exposure to your virtual event audience. You will end up with additional virtual event revenue. It's a win-win scenario. Another way to make money with virtual events is by using sponsorship tiers. This is when you have a list of sponsor promotional options. You can have multiple pricing tier sponsors, such as gold sponsorship for $2,500, a silver sponsorship for $1,000, and a bronze for $500. Every tier can have a different level of promotion. The 4th way you can make money through virtual event planning is by using live sales and demos. So this option is focused on your own brand. Regardless of what you're selling, you have the option of building in sales and demo times throughout and within your event. This could immediately facilitate sales from attendees. You could have sponsored booths or a scheduled session. Your own brand can have a booth in your virtual trade show. The 5th way to make money is by upselling tickets. You can do this once the initial ticket has been set at a certain price point, maybe even free. Then, after someone registers, the attendee can upgrade their tickets to a higher price point in order to get extra benefits, VIP services for example. The last way is through post-event conversions. Then, you can approach attendees after the event to encourage further sales. This is a great tactic and one that most businesses use. 3. Pressure cleaning garbage cans. Now you might be thinking, what the heck? Why would anyone want to do this with their free time? But wait, let me tell you why. There is some very good money involved here. Obviously, if you're squeamish, skip to the next side hustle, because this one isn't for you. Or maybe you could just suck it up instead and give it a try just in case. Not only will you be helping the community, but you'll also be making so much money you won't even notice all the bad smells. Okay, now that you have or haven't wrapped your head around this sort of or totally disgusting job, here's how it works. You don't need any skills to do it. This window of opportunity exists because the average American throws away almost 5 pounds of trash every day. The garbage truck then takes it all away, leaving smelly, grungy garbage juice in the can that attracts rodents, such as rats, possums, and raccoons, and creepy critters, such as cockroaches. These pests can even end up in your home, which is something most of us deem a nightmare of the highest order. There are people out there that will pay very good, clean money to have their garbage cans pressure washed. So what do you need to do? Obviously, you should get the right equipment. Most people want their trash cans washed once a month and some even every other week. If you do a good job, you'll have a regular client. Consider offering this service in a rich neighborhood. You can make even higher tips. Print out some flyers and hand them out. There is a huge demand for this service. The other day, my neighbor showed me a flyer of someone offering a mobile trash can cleaning service and charging $65 per can. Imagine cleaning out 13 cans per day. That's $900. So I just had to investigate. The job itself takes very little time. You'll need some equipment, including a pressure washer. Luckily, it isn't too expensive. You can buy a battery-powered pressure washer for under $150. Make sure it comes with a soap attachment though. This lets you spray soap straight into the can before you pressure wash them. Any kind of cheap solution from a hardware store or even from Amazon will do great. Otherwise, make a mixture of watered-down Dawn dish soap. After you've got all the equipment, then you need to get the word out on the street that you're ready to get down and dirty. Advertising your service is essential. You can post on Craigslist, Facebook, or on sites like Nextdoor. They are all free methods for you to promote your service. You can print out flyers too. They are inexpensive and highly effective. If you're seriously considering doing this, go out and clean out your own garbage can and see how it feels. Then come back and tell me in the comment section if it's worth doing. I might try it myself then and do it as a side hustle, but you can go first. Anyway, let's move on to our next side hustle. Number 4, making video reviews. Finally, making video reviews is perhaps the easiest way to make money. Every time you go on Amazon and you're browsing through products, you might peep at the reviews or deep dive into the reviews. Before buying something, you might really want to know if it's worth it or not, especially for bigger purchases. That's where video reviews come in. People are making review videos and tons of money from them. Every time someone watches a video for at least 30 seconds and proceeds to buy the product or something similar on Amazon, the creator of the video will get a commission from the sale. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So for example, a pair of Adidas sneakers has over 10,000 reviews. That would mean a pair has been purchased hundreds of thousands of times, because not everyone would leave a review. In fact, only a small percentage of people actually review the stuff they buy. But thousands of buyers will be looking at the reviews, especially a video review of the product. So if you're making a review video, you'll be influencing the buyer. You'll find hundreds of thousands of products with almost no reviews, and most don't have video reviews. Amazon, for example, pays a commission rate of 2% for electronics. This doesn't sound like much, but it adds up very fast. Let's say that 5,000 people watched your video about a pair of headphones and purchased the product. You would earn something like $55,000. That's only on one video. Imagine making up to 50 videos. You do the math. The great thing is that there are plenty of opportunities for you to do this because not many people are doing it, and those who are doing it just use their phones. You don't even need a fancy camera. The only thing you have to do is buy the product so you can make the video. If that's a problem for you, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Just buy it and return it. There isn't much competition yet. This will take minimal effort from you, and you can do it from the liberty of your own home. So do it before anyone else does. Please let us know in the comments section which one of our side hustles you're keen on trying out. If you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe so that you're automatically alerted about our next video.